Okay, here is the skirt steak. Now, these are a little bit fatty, and so what I do is I like to flip it over and trim as much of the fat off as I can get. It is kind of gross, but the fat really does taste kind of good on it, so you don't want to take all of it. Now, this steak is a great alternative to, say, ribeyes, filet mignon, any of it, strip steaks, because it's so affordable. If you're trying to serve either a house full of kids or you're having family over, this is such an alternative, affordable alternative that you can use. It's amazing. It tastes really, really good. You can flavor it up in any way you want. I cook it to medium rare. I like it pink, but this is a really good option. Now, I don't cook it because yes, I like it being affordable, but I cook it because I actually really, really like it. So if you stay tuned, I'll show you how I marinate this up. Okay, now you can use a baggie for this. I'm going to use a plate, cover it with some saran wrap, and then pop it in the fridge. But I'm, again, using the KFC Masterpiece marinade. I love it. And all I'm going to do is dump it all over, not all of it, but about half a bottle on it. And then let me grab a spoon. Don't have to be fancy about it. Just smear it all over it. Try to get it on it really well. And I'm doing this with the wrong hand, so bear with me if I look a little weird trying to do this. Doing it on camera ain't that easy, especially when I don't want to break out the tripod. So get the marinade all over it really, really well, on top and on bottom underneath, and let it marinate as long as you can. You can do it for 30 minutes, you can do it for 2 hours, you can do it overnight, whatever you want. I think the longer you let it marinate, the more tender it will be, and it will also be more tastier. So right now in my house it's about 140, and this isn't going to get cooked till at least 7. So it's going to have a good 5 hours to marinate. I'm going to cover it up, pop it in the fridge, and I'm done. Again, you could have used a baggie, but I really don't like to waste my baggies. I'm kind of picky over those. So I keep this plate. It'll work out fine. Just cover it up, pop it in the fridge, and let it marinate till time to grill it up. Okay, we have a lot going on here. Here is the flank steak that I took out of the refrigerator that's been marinating for about 5 hours now. I also got stuff ready for the green beans. I trimmed up the green beans. This is about 3 shallots, and you could use any kind of onion, but shallots are really sweet, perfect to go with a vegetable. I'm going to use this chunky garlic paste in place of brush garlic, just because I'm being lazy. I also chopped up some bacon, which will also be going into the green beans. Now, over here, we're going to be using the indoor grill because I forgot to buy charcoal. And this pan has a few spats of butter melting to make the green beans that we love here. And back here is some of the little baby potatoes that are boiling away in chicken stock. Now, there is a reason they're in a flat kind of pan, and I will show you more about that later. But right now, it's about getting these little suckers cooked. So let's get started with the green beans. The first thing you want to do is cook your bacon and your shallot. I have it separated just so you can see it, but just let that bacon cook and get crispy. Mix it all together. The butter just gives a little extra flavor to the green beans. So this is going to cook on medium-high for about 10 minutes probably, until that bacon is crisped up. In the meantime, we have the grill heating up. Once it's really heated, the skirt steak will go right on. Now, for us, we have the bigger burner up front and the smaller burner in back. So we're going to put the thicker piece of steak where the bigger burner is, where it's going to get more heat, and the smaller end, or the thinner end, down in that direction where there's a smaller burner. Okay, even though this is non-stick, I'm still going to spray it just to be safe. And I'm going to grab the steak with a pair of tongs. And on it goes. You need good ventilation if you're cooking it inside, but this also will cook up beautifully outside. The key is not to touch it. Don't move it around. Give it a few minutes and let it cook. If it's sticking, it's because the sugars are still releasing. You don't want to move it for a couple minutes. Just let it be. And now that the bacon is starting to crisp up a little bit and cook up, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the chunky garlic blend. It's just much easier. We like garlic, so I'm squeezing quite a bit, couple tablespoons. I'm going to work it in there and let it cook with the bacon and the shallots. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell it. It's amazing. Alright, we're going to keep letting that bacon cook for a few more minutes. And then we will get the green beans in. Okay, I just flipped the steak over. Check out how pretty the steak looks. It's hard to see. I could try to move out of the light. Does that look amazing? And you slice it up, and it is perfect for any kind of dinner. It's very, very affordable if you're going to be wanting to serve steak to a big group. This is the way to do it. I am going to marinate it up some more while it's cooking and get the green beans added. Also, the potatoes are still boiling away, and I will show you how to finish those off too. Okay, at this point, I'm taking the lid off the potatoes. They're getting pretty soft, and I'm letting that cook down a little bit. I'm going to add butter, and I'm also going to smash them down a little bit. So stay tuned for that. Now, I got just a little baking pan covering up the thickest part of the steak. My husband doesn't like it as rare as I do, so that kind of helps. And I also removed the bacon from the stove. The green beans take very little time to do, so you want to make sure everything else is moving accordingly, or they will get overcooked and they'll be mushy. And I don't like a mushy green bean. I prefer them a little more crispy, kind of like the Asian green beans that you find on the buffets. So we're going to keep letting this boil, let this cook for a few more minutes, and once both of those are caught up, I will get the green beans finished up. Okay, most of the water is, well, it was chicken broth, is evaporated out. I added some butter, as you can see, and as these cook down, I'm going to smash them and let them get a little bit brown. It's a little bit crispy. It's not going to be much effort. I'll show you exactly what I mean on how to smash them down. Keep watching. Okay, how I smash them is really simple. I take my tongs and I just kind of hit them. Just like that. And then I flip them over and do the other side. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm not watching what I'm doing. And then just flip them over. See how they get in? Just gonna smash them down, and they will start browning up and get really crispy. Amazing. These potatoes are amazing. I'm going to add some thyme, and I'm going to add a little garlic powder just to transfer that garlic flavor right on over to those potatoes and brown these up. Now, onto the green beans. The green beans have been waiting because they take the least amount of time. I have crisped up some bacon. I think I used about 5 pieces. I chopped it up. I added in some shallots. I added in some garlic, and now I'm going to go ahead, add the green beans in. These are amazing. These green beans are so good. Let me get out of the light. There we go. If you hear the boys playing in the background, I think they are wrestling, so sorry about the extra noise. And now you're just going to take some chicken stock and put it in. Okay, mix it up. and put a lid on it. It's as simple as that. You don't want to salt them. The bacon is plenty salty already. You can salt them after you give them a taste, but put a lid on, let them cook for 5 or 10 minutes. You want them to get bright green. Also, I have the steak, the strip steak, skirt steak, I don't know what I just said strip steaks for, resting. So it's not going to be cut, you're just going to let it rest. I got a big cutting board out just so it can rest on it, and then I will cut it and on the bias and get dinner going. Super hungry. This smells amazing. You don't want to bother these potatoes until they have really crisped up and gotten a nice color on them. So just let them be and let them brown up. Okay, again, you're going to take the lid off after a couple minutes and let that liquid evaporate out. Our green beans are looking amazing. Over here with the potatoes, I added some thyme, some garlic, some parsley, and some salt and pepper. Also, I put the ciabatta rolls in the oven that are going to be going with this. I also got the steak sliced up. Does this not look amazing? Let me just get in there and show you. Oh, I can't wait to plate it up and eat dinner. Amazing. It smells so good. Dinner will be done really soon. I'll get a picture of the plate and we are done. So simple, really affordable, really economical. Perfect if you're entertaining, and also perfect if you're just trying to feed your family like we are tonight.